Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. She is Cris Cyborg. Cris, how are you this afternoon?
I'm great, excited. It's a month to my birthday, and next week, and I'm very excited.
Yes, a lot of reason to celebrate. We had July 4th yesterday, but you mentioned your birthday, July 9th. You got anything planned yet?
You know, we're gonna do barbecue, like Brazilians style, love barbecue. Probably Felipe Verdun, his work with this, like barbecue. He come to the house, bring everything ready, and he's gonna come to do my birthday. It's gonna be nice.
That's great. Yeah, I heard about the Fabricio's barbecuing skills last time. It sounds delicious. Sounds like a great birthday. What about yesterday for Independence Day? Did you get up to anything on July 4th? You probably got some training in, knowing you, though.
No, I train a little. I just run, and then I spend the time with my friends. We have a fun little bit, and then stay chill at the house.
Yes, for sure. And it's been a busy couple weeks. Let's start first with UFC 276. We had that on Saturday. I know you did a watch party for millions. How did all that go?
It's very cool because you can watch the fights and talk to your fans, and then they can see my reaction too. We can share a little bit of what the experience. They make a question. Very nice to be with them. I love the experience, and millions.co. It's very nice to have a lot of shirts, cool shirts there too. So I have fun with my fans.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of the stuff that Millions has been doing. You must like those watch parties because I know like people can, like you said, talk to you. You can watch the card together. It's something that I see a lot of people doing. It seemed like you really enjoyed it though.
It's different a little bit when you go party. Like sometimes they invite you to go party to watch the fight. When you go party, it's hard because you don't talk too much with your fans. You take a picture, then you can watch the fight too. You're taking picture of everybody, but the moment you're there online, you can watch the fight and you answer the questions. It's more you can give attention for the fans. It's better like a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's awesome that it all worked out. We also had a lot of women's MMA news on the weekend. The big one, and this is close to me because she lives in the same province as me, is Sarah Kaufman retiring. Cris, I don't know about you, but I think Sarah is one of the most underrated fighters in all of MMA. You look at her accomplishments and what she's done, just your reaction to her retiring and hanging up the gloves.
She started not having so much credit. People don't give it too much credit for her, but she's the biggest. I think it's the best one from Canada, 135 pound ever. It's sad to see she didn't retire in the UFC. Like another fighters, but she did a lot for sport. I have much respect for her, and then I wish the best for her next journey. She wants to be police. And last time we talked to her, I'm very excited for the next chapter for her. But she's amazing for the sport. Just say thank you for her and what she did, and it's a nice, see all the fights of her, and I hope she's doing well in her next chapter.
Yeah, if fans aren't familiar with Sarah Kaufman, go look at that resume of who she's fought. I mean, the who's who, Ronda Rousey. The list goes on of who she's fought. If you're not familiar with Sarah Kaufman, go look it up. One of the best. And I think
Strikeforce champion too. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think part of the reason she probably retired as well is because I know a lot of girls didn't want to fight her because she's so good. And, obviously she's not with the UFC or Bellator. So happy trails, Sarah Kaufman, if you're watching this. I really enjoyed watching her fight. Sticking with women's MMA, someone I know we always bring up on the show, but she did fight last week. We have to talk about it. Kayla Harrison not fighting Julia Budd. Unfortunate news for Julia not getting that fight. Instead, she fights Kaitlan Young. It's a quick fight. Just your thoughts on that performance.
She fight, Kaitlan. She's 12-13 or 12-12. It's a great match for Kayla, but I think she's getting a win. But I think she's getting better, improve her game. She had to get getting her take a little bit uncomfortable position in the fights. I believe in the next fight she's gonna fight with the Brazilian Pacheco, and Pacheco went to. I think the best fight of the night was Pacheco fight. It was a very great fight. And I think she's gonna be next. The Kayla is gonna be a tough fight. I think she's getting experience. She's getting better. She's young.
Some other big news that kind of came out of nowhere. Valerie Loureda, who is with Bellator, signs with the WWE. She's the first Cuban American to join the promotion. What'd you think of that? I think that's really cool that she's breaking barriers and signing this big deal with WWE.
I think it's really cool how Scott Coker talk about her. How she's really thankful, for the Bellator give the opportunity. I think her first fight she did in Bellator. It's really nice that they really support her next chapter, her life. This is no mean she cannot come back to do MMA. She can come back, but I think if she's young, I think it's gonna be a great experience in WWE, and I wish the best for her. She's really happy. I watched some interviews. She's very emotionally is very very good. She's getting something good she wants for her.
Yeah, and a key thing you brought up there is Bellator, and I got to give them credit because, you know, they did put her in the forefront. They built her up as a brand. You know, if she doesn't have that support, and granted, you know, she has to win the fights herself, but if she didn't have that support, maybe she doesn't get a call from WWE. I think it was a really good relationship from the start with Valerie and Bellator, and now you're seeing her get these opportunities. And like you said, this might not be the last of her in MMA, so I think all around it was a really good decision on Bellator's part.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, I agree. And then we got some more women's news. Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall had their press conference in London for their fight in September 10th. What do you think about that fight? I know you and Claressa, you guys talk every now and then. What do you think of that matchup?
You know, the Savannah, she beat Claressa when she's 17, you know, amateur. But I believe Claressa gonna beat her in pro. And it is gonna be amazing fight, amazing card. We're gonna have a Kayla too, you know, is the one boxer too, young one. My daughter love watching her too. They're gonna have it be in the fight too, the same card. I think it's gonna be nice. It's nice to see Showtime support the women's boxing. You know,
Yeah.
makes me really happy. We're gonna be huge for the women's boxing. I'm very excited to watch the fight, and I think it'd be great. I think Claressa Shields is gonna get the win.
Yes, it's going to be an exciting fight. Any plans to go train with Claressa at all? Obviously, she's focusing on boxing, but I know you two every now and then like to train together. Any plans for that in the future?
You know, I went to Canada. Yeah, I went to Canada conference.
I know Toronto, my old home. I used to live there. How'd you like it, by the way?
It was amazing. It was an amazing conference. You know, it's at the it's Olympic for technology. You know, it's amazing. Meet a lot of people. It was very good. Learn a lot. And they saw Claressa there, and then she said, you know, now for me it's gonna be boxing. I have to focus for the boxing, and maybe, you know, if we have the opportunity to talk a little bit about training together when she's coming to do MMA again. And I'm open. You know, she would like to some training. You know, I'm gonna be here for sure.
Yes, and I forgot to bring up the fact that you were in Toronto, by the way, because Toronto, like I said, I lived there for 10 years, really good city. Did it not remind you of New York a bit with how, you know, the high risers and stuff? It's like the New York of Canada.
You know what I love so much in Canada? The fans and the people. They're very nice people. You know, they're always friendly. They talk to you. I love that. I don't have too many time to get out, but you know, I was the place I was went there was beautiful, but I was love the people. They're very friendly. They're very talk. Is very cool for sure.
And since you brought up people, I have to bring him up because he's a good friend of mine. I saw him last week in Vegas. Aaron Bronsteter. I know you got to do a bit of stuff with him. How was it getting to work with Aaron?
Well, it's amazing working with, if you know, when interview you, then because I have a hard time in English, you know, and then you say, no, Chris, don't worry, we're gonna get it. It was an amazing interview together, you know. I feel comfortable. It's nice, and I think people love it too. It's a nice experience. It was really cool.
That's awesome. I'll edit that in together. Don't worry about it. We won't miss a beat. Oh, no, don't worry about it. It's easy to do. And then speaking of Bellator, Cat Zingano, is there any update there on that potential fight? What's the latest in the Bellator cage with you?
You know, I don't have any communication with Bellator yet about this fight or about the next future fights. But I saw she's win, you know, her last fight. I saw she have an injury under her knee. You know, let's see what's going to happen, what's figured out. You know, I never choose my opponents. You know, I love work to Bellator. You know, Bellator for me, I'm proud to be the champion there. You know, and let's see what's going to be next. You know, what is Scott putting me next? Let's see if Cat Zingano going to be good at her knee. If she really wants to fight too, because I think she's finding a lot of excuse. And then now let's wait for the knee. But I know she's having a bad injury after.
As we usually do to close the show, we got to do our Portuguese saying of the week. And I mentioned July 4th. We also had Canada Day last week, too. So I got to celebrate on Friday in the U.S. For that. But how do you say in Portuguese, let's celebrate? How would I say that? Vamos
celebrar.
Celebrar.
Yeah.
Vamos celebrar. There we go.
That's
there we
great.
go. I know. It was good. Not bad, huh? I got a good teacher. What can I say? So that's great. That's awesome. And before we get out of here, we got to remind everyone to check out CrisCyborg.com. You got the premium service. You can pay in Bitcoin. It's less than a cup of coffee. What are you getting? You get all types of stuff. You get the tutorials. You get the Q&As that happen every month. And you get a lot of other exclusive content. Anything else I missed, Chris, before we get out of here? I know you got a lot going on.
You know, we're going to have July 29, we'll have Dione Barbosa fight. Is the girl we always I did the techniques every Thursday with her, the judo. People are going to like. If you guys in Orange County or in California or close by, you're going to come. I'm going to be there. Maybe have the opportunity to meet me, take picture. So she's going to be LFA. She's going to fight. The next one, PinkBelt, the same day, after another day, like 29, her fight. 30, we have PinkBelt. PinkBelt fits as one camp, only for women. Any age is we're gonna be nice. We're gonna train it together, self-defense, no need to have any experience about MMA or mixed martial arts. You're gonna martial arts. You're gonna learn. It's gonna be amazing. And and then we have our Empowerment Grappling Championship. It's gonna be August 20. So only for women too. We're doing a lot of events for girls. It's gonna be great.